Mentally genre. So welcome back, everybody. So this is a new session, and we'll continue with the bank application. And in this new session, we are gonna talk about and also programming the account controller. So in the past session, we create our user controller, and also we testing our APIs and endpoint to register a user and also to login and activate account. So let's continue to um let's this expand this. Okay, perfect. Let's continue. We create a account controller. So here we're going to create account controller. What happened? Account controller. And here we need to inject, first of all, we need to add a Lombo annotation here and a request mapping. And we can pass the URL we are using, the standard API, the version, and account. So also we need to inject here our account service, so private, finder, and import the class. Also, we need to add a requirements constructor. This is for inject or dependency here. And also we need to add a tag here. This is to Swagger annotation. And have, for example, the description of these endpoints. We have name, the account controller in the description. These endpoints are going to have. And of course, we need to create here some errors. The first method we need to create here is a get mapping method, and is, for example, public response entity, and we need to pass a list of account. Yeah, we can pass here the account DTO, and we need to import the class and also the interface list. Java YouTube, perfect. And here we are. Get all the accounts, so we have a list or account DTO. And of course, we call our service and the method that in our service call get all accounts. Perfect. And then we return all the accounts. But here we need to add some annotation like get mapping and also some annotation to the documentation of Swagger UI. And for example, we need to add operation with the summary of the operation this method implement or doing. Also, we need to add here the API response. And yeah, this response code 200, the description and return all the accounts, and others like in case the API is not available or the server have error and online not found. Yeah, perfect with that. And also we need to create another um method like yeah, we need to get mapping, but here probably uh respond entity, and here you'll call user account detail DTO because you need to get the user and the account belong to this user, and we need to import the class. Let's import here the class and use pub variable because we need to pass the user ID to get the users and account belong to the user ID we are trying to get. And also, one moment, I need to check some here the time for this video because we need to. Okay, perfect. It's on time. Let's continue. And here we have our account service. We are call the method get user accounts and pass the user ID, and we are using the string API to map the response. And for example, in case we don't have a current response, we have a ors get and the response and the not found. And this is so simple and easy to implement with this string API. So let's continue, and we need, oh yeah, we need to add here the same operations, like operation, get our account, yeah, and some API response. Let's continue, and of course, we need to create another method here called to put the balance, yeah, and okay, what happened? Okay, no problem. Let's create the method. And the method here is another method easy because we are, so let's import this one moment. Okay, perfect. This method is to add balance to account because we need to add balance to account. So when we create a user, the user have a account, a saving account or checking account. This is you need to specify when you create the user, but the account is without money, so you need to add balance into the account. Perfect. So we use response entity pass the account DTO and use request body. In request body, it's a notation to pass in a JSON format the the JSON parameter to add the balance to this account. So in this case, we need to pass, for example, balance update request. This balance update request is the parameters we are going to pass the account ID and the amount we're going to set in the account. Perfect. We need to add here some API response. Yeah, easy, too easy, guys. If you have a other question, you can write in the comment below. But these need to be before this pull mapper, and then we can add another API response like yeah, perfect, and continue. So we need to add another method here called to add a beneficiary to account. So let's try to do that. So public. Um, let's call a response entity, and then, for example, yeah, we have a beneficiary response and beneficiary request. But here, for example, respond DTO tied to string. Let's see. This is okay. String here, and of course here I need to pass the account. And I need to pass here. Yeah, perfect. But here we need to add beneficiary. Beneficiary. We need to put here as a string. Yeah, it's a string. Perfect. And then we can pass. Use the annotation pass here. What happened? Pass mapping a beneficiary. And so annotation like operation to describe what is the operation. So API response. And of course, well, this. Okay, so this is easy endpoint that have the responsibility to add beneficiary. So we pass a beneficiary a request. So the account ID, the email, and the account owner ID. For example, this account ID is the account ID of you. For example, this account ID is like I have a account ID 001. This is my ID account. And I want to add a beneficiary with ID 002. This 002 is for example, the account ID we want to add and this stuff. Perfect. But when I create it, I want us to show you what is the way. So let's continue. So let's continue. And now we are going to add another. This is an endpoint to get the beneficiary by account ID. In here, we have get all beneficiary for account. And we have some method here like hmm, we have a error here. Something is. Let's try to one moment because here is not the correct. For example, here we have yeah get beneficiary by account owner ID, and this is perfect. So we need to add here some validation in this case. I want to add here another API response, but here I want to format this because in some case, if we don't have a user, for example, this validation we need is the beneficiary is empty, we restore a not found. And if this no is this okay, or we can pass okay with the beneficiary response with the beneficiary here, and that's okay, perfect. And this is our um complete endpoints to the account controller. So let's try to test this. So in first step, let's running our application. Let's running our application and we need to run in Docker because I need to create another user in this let's see, yeah, my server. So I need to run in my server. Ah, sorry, it is not my server. Yeah, my dep. Yeah, my dep. I need to run in my dep. Oh, so what happened here? Let's stop. Okay. Oh my God. One moment. This is in real time. What happened here with this? I need to stop. Okay, this already stop. I need to run in this. Okay, it's running. Okay, perfect. Main dep or image service running in the Docker container. So let's continue. And first of all, we have a user already. This user star at Gmail. This is a user we have, but we need to create a new user. So one moment, I need to create a new user. So I want to save this user, and also I need um, connect to the database because I need the account ID, for example. I need to find the account ID of this user we created before. So our database is called star, and we have this user account, user ID, but we need the accounts, and this is the account ID belong to the user. So let's put here account ID. Okay, perfect. And then create a new user. We can create a new user easily. So this new user is called Smith. Yeah. Will Smith, yeah. So Will Smith, and we're gonna keep the same password to avoid don't remember or something like that. So let's send a post. Perfect. So now we need to add to this user. So let's say this here, and then account ID belong to this user. Okay, and for this user, we need to add to this user. So let's try to add to, and the user is active correctly. So no, login now. It's not necessary to log in now, but we need to get our accounts. So let's. We have an error here. What happened? Internal server error. Get mapping. What happened here? We have an error. Not found static resource. Get all. So we have, yeah, we have a mismatch here because we have an error because here get all, and here we have API version 1 account or also, but we have a point here. What is the point? No, I don't have this point here. Oh, let's check this. Mm, sorry. Let's check again. Let's use this again. Come on. API. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know what happened. My mistake. The problem here is we forget to add here REST controller. So let's try again. So it's jump and we can perfect. Yeah, because if we don't have here the REST controller, REST controller have internally to annotation like controller and REST the controller to specify the mapping of the URL and the rest to uh, pass the JSON or the serialization of the JSON. So we annotation are important to know because with the response body, we deserialize to a JSON format, to a validation format, and we controller. We, for example, have the controller endpoints or the URL in the correct path format. And of course, if you need more information, write in the comment, and I'm gonna may doing a video more deeper about how these controller and response body are working behind the scenes. Okay, let's see. For example, here we have two accounts like this user ID and the account ID. Perfect. And the type of the account. So here, if you can see, for example, we can compare in our, for example, we have seven, and this is the account or star. Right? And this account here is the account star, the the account with the digit 7, but the account with this digit 4 ending with 4 is from this is me. So let's account ID, perfect. And then we can, for example, get the account details. Uh, For example, let's try to get the account details. We have an error here. What happened? User not found. Why this user is don't exist at the moment? Oh, we forget something here. Let's try with this one moment. We have an error. Initialization. User not found. What to mentally controller. Get mapping user ID. Get detail user ID. This variable is a string account get user ID. Response okay. And not found. But for some reason, let's check here what happened because this is the account ID. It's a set. So let's check. I think we need to use the user ID to get this account, maybe. Yeah. So here, this get user in account, we need to pass the user ID, not the account ID. Sorry, my mistake. I forget that. So here we have the user. With the user ID, we have the information about the user, and of course, we have the account belong to this user. Perfect. So this is working fine. So we can get here in the list of beneficiary. We have, for example, let's see, get list of beneficiary. We have this. Yeah, beneficiaries to get all the beneficiaries belong to a person, but we need to first of all add some money to account. Let's try to no. Yeah, at the moment we need to add. Let's add a beneficiary to account. Perfect. In this case, we need to add a beneficiary. So the account ID here. Let's try to add. Um, in this case, we're going to add the account ID. For example, this email. Okay. And the account ID. And the account owner is this. And it's perfect. So we add to this account ID this. Perfect. So in this case, if we going to the account beneficiary, we have uh, account owner ID and we have the beneficiary email. This is the beneficiary. It's me. And we have the beneficiary ID. And of course, we have the account ID. The account ID belong to this beneficiary. Perfect, perfect. So let's try also to add here some balance to account. So in this case, we need to add balance to both accounts. Let's try, yeah, 1 million to this account. And yeah, the account for the user is me. We have 1 million for this user. So if we check in the database, we check the balance for the account four, that is the Smith, have 1 million in balance, and the account of Smith don't have balance at the moment because I don't add at the moment. Okay, perfect. And what other thing we can check here? For example, our API are working well. So let's continue in the next session with the transaction controller to implement the transactions. So thank you so much for watching my Intoli channel, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you in the next video.